It's literally time, guys. Oh my, it's once again time. This isn't a practice. It's not a joke. A crypto asset manager called Bitwise Invest has filed for an XRP ETF in the state of Delaware. This just in from Eleanor Scoop. More info is on the way, guys, so stay tuned. Right now, my heart must be beating fast, right? Guys, look at this Bitwise XRP ETF. I'm about to fall off my chair. Sorry, but I can't make it. To be honest, I'm not sure if I can. By the time XRP goes off, that being said, this is proof of a white swan event, guys. I told you guys that there would be some kind of new surprise, and this just came out of the blue, okay? This is official, guys, as we can see right here. This is the real deal, guys. Entity name, file number, Bitwise XRP ETF, but in every way, is it certain? Yes, it is, guys, because the filing was confirmed by Matt Hogan, Chief Investment Officer at Bitwise Funds. Guys, what I shared is real, right? That's it for now. There you have it. It's 100% real and time to go, right? It didn't mix again after what it did. I told you guys that we got confirmation that the Waits 1 event is going to happen. I really can't believe it. This means the SEC won't file an appeal, right? If they file an appeal, that would be the craziest thing ever, especially since they're also filing an XRP ETF and our Luke is going live. Plus, more news with Ripple today, which we're going to talk about as well. So Grayskull hinted at this. Remember that Grayskull relaunched XRP trusts, which made it possible for an XRP ETF, right? Monoclon is very hopeful about the possibility of an XRP ETF. If things are made clear, issuers might be able to file for an XRP ETF, which would give buyers a new way to invest in XRP. As I told you, it has to be this year. Actually, it is this year. There is no other year that could be the start of it. Hello, I hope you're all having a great day. I'd like to share an extra 59-cent piece with you. Guys, we did dump and fell, and Bitcoin is now at about 61K. Yes, we were the right guys, but it's because of something outside of our control now. If we talk about it in today's video, we might or might not, but again, it seems like there will be a shakeout before we go higher because of all the news out there right now. Look at this. Open interest in XRP has risen above $1 billion as excitement grows about Ripple's planned launch of the RLU stablecoin. The end of the case is coming soon right now. Finally, it's October 1st, which means a new month. Oh, I almost forgot to say that. What do we have here? Guys, XRP was opened at first, but then it was locked again. Is that right? They put it back in lockup. That's why they're positive. Guys, Ripple is still optimistic about XRP. Beautiful. Okay, so it's a new month. What do we have here, guys? Once more, it's already begun with a blast. Guys, isn't it? It really is. I'm going to lose it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Ripple and BG123 both confirmed it. Companies and people need clear rules to run their businesses. The UAE knows that we're excited to have received preliminary approval for the financial services license from the Dubai Financial Services Authority, which will allow us to offer full controlled payment services in the UAE, right? Guys, this is big news. I'm reading it with you right now. This is really just growing innovation, guys. At the end of the day, this is just expanding blockchain technology. As a regulated company, this big step forward greatly expands Ripple's reach around the world. It makes it possible for smooth cross-border payment services to start up, such as Ripple Payments, which used to be known as on-demand liquidity, guys, in the UAE. Wow. Doesn't this make sense? Take a look at this. Blockchain and crypto are here to stay. Right, with this forward-thinking approach to regulation and clear advice for new businesses that want to invest in skills, the UAE is setting itself up to be a world leader in this new age of an old technology. But don't forget that America will get ahead of everyone else. They think, oh, they're going to win first place. Guys, not anyone else. America is the only country they'll win first place. Because we have our eyes on it right now. Don't forget that all of these things are happening right before the deadline for appeals. Let's get our heads off of the chief legal officer at Ripple and think. Okay, good news. Ripple keeps adding to its global license portfolio. This shows that it is still working with global officials and seeing opportunities in places that choose to support innovation. The DFSA will give a license to Ripple, which will be the first blockchain-based payment service. Also, more than 20% of Ripple's customers are not in the United States but in the UAE. A lot of people in the UAE can now use digital assets thanks to great infrastructure built by Ripple. It's still possible for people to walk to the state houses, but no one knows for sure. After a recent drop, both the stock market and the cryptocurrency market are now higher again. The Dubai International Financial Center Innovation Hub and Ripple work together to get more people in the Middle East to use blockchain. Yes, that's what's going on here. But once more, they're all friends behind the scenes. Since Ripple made their news today, there is no longer any question about whether or not XRP will be used in the BRICS Plus countries. Payments with Ripple, the exact process backed by direct documents from Ripple, is now allowed to work in the UAE. Don't we see that they're part of BRICS? If I'm not wrong, guys, tell me if their enemies aren't. Once more, guys, at the end it's always show. And the crazy thing is that we haven't even gotten to the red alert part of today's movie yet. That's where things get really hot, okay? This is what their website says. Ripple Payments it also lets you see fees up front and see the progress of your payments in real time throughout the transaction process. There you have it. Okay, now it's time for you guys to get ready. If all of these things happen again, will the SEC appeal or not? All of these things will happen right before the SEC probably didn't appeal, which tells us that confirmation of not appealing and just settling. Check this out, guys. We're kind of on part of XRP in the XRP community, not just Cisco. This made me smile a little. Now we know what BG123 really means. Okay, so above the fireplace, this is Bitcoin, this is XRP, and this is USD, but this can be a stable coin. Bitcoin and Tether, when Tether printed XRP or Bitcoin went up, not XRP, but now XRP has its own pump mechanism, which was proven by B2 and 23 years ago. That's an interesting thing about cash. I'm losing it. Oh my goodness, here's the background on why Ripple is putting RLUC into action on Ethereum first, guys. Again, guys, Disable Coin has to be on every blockchain in the world for as much value as possible. Yes? That's the point. It needs to be everywhere. Just. And people fuck it. It's the most crazy thing I've ever seen. Now, this is the Ripple custody road trip from the UK to France to Germany to Switzerland. There will be a lot more before the end of the year. Really? Oh, interesting, guys. Without a doubt, there is much more, as in more money, and it's about to start any day now. Let's go. My heart is beating so fast, guys. I'm losing it. Astronomers are keeping an eye on a dark spot among the stars in anticipation of a once-in-a-lifetime stellar eruption that could happen at any time. In the background, don't you see that the Herod moon just came to life? An hour ago. Take a look at this. What is this? Doesn't this look creepy or scary? The sky's eye. Yes, the tower. There is only one ring that controls them all. Oh, okay, these guys are interesting. XRP is in first place, right? Oh, my sweet. That's interesting. Maybe it shows where a blast is about to happen, right? Almost all of these things happen at the same time. How is this possible? A sun eclipse once a year on October 2nd, there will be a ring of fire sun eclipse which happens once a year. Mr. Poole also pointed directly at this event, guys. And Mr. Poole was right when he mentioned this event and moon music worldwide. What are the odds that this will happen? Listening events, guys. You mean moon music from October 2nd to the 3rd? Moon music is exactly what Mr. Poole knows, and the Earth is about to get a comet. Come on, let's look at this comet. What's that? That's a sun eclipse in the background. Aurora, there is a new moon this week, so I guess make sure of a proof, right? Wow. It's been confirmed 3 times. So guys, is this what it means to flip the switch? All of these things are going on at the same time. Are you ready for Ripple to turn the light on? It's kind of funny. A flip of the switch comes up all the time. We thought that moment meant the beginning of a huge pump. But what does it do when you flip a switch? The light comes on. Is TCRB the time to flip the switch? The time when the truth comes out and the plan is finally shown. What if this really does cause the price rise we've been hearing about for years? One of my favorite quotes by scientist Andrew Wiles comes to mind. I guess the best way for me to describe doing math would be to compare it to going into a dark house. When someone walks into the first room, it's really dark and they trip and bump into objects. Over time, you learn where each piece of furniture is. After about 6 months, you finally find the light switch. Suddenly everything is lit up and you can see where you are. So maybe if TCRB is the flip the switch moment, it just means the truth will come out. Instead of being the grand finale all-time high moon date, it will be the start of a long-term rise and real education, not the choice to keep telling lies about technology to make money, which is what we've known all along. Guys, this is 100% true. Just look at all the things that are going on at the same time. TCRB is about to go off, and the area did but light up. Guys, you can see lights come into play and all these other things going on at the same time. What if 6/4/24 was a fake date? There are 3 days and 21 hours left until 4/21/25, and the green utility bull run starts in October if my understanding of the timeline is right. It could start next week, guys. Next week right away. I mean, it looks like it's already started, and then Mr. Poole gave us more proof. Mr. Poole and Julian Assange, take a look at this right now. Okay, if you ask me, Mr. Poole, we've cleaned up the Middle East because the war starts when you least expect it. What's the story with those reports from today, guys? So, is this what we've been waiting for? All of these things keep happening. It was a real explosion and TCRB was a metaphor for it. Silver, the moon is as, oh wow, October 2nd is 0%. Moon is new. There you have it. Guys, port strikes were getting worse. Everything is going the way it should. XRP will make things better. It looks like it. Delta is said to be today. All year I've heard that the death clock had a problem earlier this morning, guys. Oh, okay. That's interesting. With oh wait, hold on a second. Today there was a black zone event and a white